Israelis have handed a parliamentary majority to parties aligned with former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who makes a comeback as the Prime Minister with a resounding victory. While for Israel, this ends a political impasse, what does it mean for India? Welcome to Firstpost Explained, and this is Aman Sharma, Senior Editor with CNN News 18. And today we will discuss why the Israeli election result matters for India. Well, we all know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has always believed in having strong personal relationships with premiers of other countries. And the Modi-Netanyahu bonhomie is quite special. This has a glimpse in the tweets done by both leaders after Netanyahu's win. Modi tweeted to Netanyahu calling him my friend and saying he looked forward to continuing their joint efforts to deepen the India-Israel strategic partnership. Netanyahu also responded calling Modi my friend while thanking him. And both the leaders have been calling each other's friend publicly on various occasions, to which I will come in a bit. Netanyahu's victory, meanwhile, could see an upward trajectory in Indo-Israel relations, which have flourished while Netanyahu was in power till 2021. Till 2021, in fact, the visits of Modi to Israel and of Netanyahu to India were full of personal warmth and bonhomie, going beyond the usual diplomatic courtesies. In 2017, Prime Minister Narendra Modi embarked on his first visit to Israel, which was also the first by an Indian Prime Minister to Israel in all these years. With this famous visit, Modi also took full ownership of a relationship that had mostly grown under the radar for more than the last 2 decades. Netanyahu in fact then said, "We've received you with open arms." Everyone later also remembers the famous hug between Mr. Modi and Netanyahu's famous lines, "Aapka swagat hai mere dost."
आपका स्वागत है मेरे दोस्त.
Netanyahu also gifted Modi a picture of them strolling at a beach as a token of his visit, a picture that still defines their equations of Modi and Netanyahu standing on that beach. In January 2018, Netanyahu made a 6-day visit to India, which was also the second by an Israeli Prime Minister to India. This was received again with a warm hug by the Prime Minister when Mr. Netanyahu arrived in Delhi. He was then only, as I said, the second Israeli Prime Minister to visit India. Over the years, the bilateral trade between both the countries has grown multifold, almost to $8 billion in the last financial year. India, interestingly, has an advantage in the balance of trade here. Both countries are also collaborating in various other strategic fields. Israel, in fact, has supported India on initiatives like the I2U2 grouping. There is ongoing collaboration on the Make in India initiative, and there are also discussions around a free trade agreement. All these initiatives may get a boost under the new and renewed Modi-Netanyahu partnership. That said, India will also closely watch the term of Netanyahu. One must remember that the right-wing leader in Netanyahu made his election campaign all about him being Israel's best protector against the violence from Palestine and the threat from the Iran's nuclear program, a stand that will continue in the coming days. In fact, the coalition led by the former PM and centrist Yair Lapid stood defeated in the campaign against such a strong and very vociferous campaign by Mr. Netanyahu. Mr. Netanyahu has held the job earlier for a combined period of 15 years. He was out of the job for the last 17 months and is facing multiple corruption trials. But Lapid's coalition had put him out of power because of these cases, but the Lapid's coalition has also collapsed in 17 months under the weight of its own expectations and the various myriad range of parties which were backing Mr. Lapid. That plunged Israel into an election, and the result is now out.